Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today I'd like to take a look at iOS 13. It is available for all the developers and now you need the latest version of macOS to install it. It couldn't even be more annoying than this. Today I would like to show you some of the new features. So the first thing I want to look at are some icon tweaks. So as you can see, we have a new Find My app with a completely new design. And we have the Shortcuts app, which is new as well. And also if you look closely at the reminders, you're going to see that it is actually a little bit new with different colors. We're going to get into that app a little later. Another feature is in the control center. So you go down, you click on the light level, the brightness tab, you 3D touch on it, and then you can see right here that you can switch between light and dark mode and light mode and dark mode. This is really amazing. Let's just switch to light mode for this video. Let's get into the camera now. Like this, a portrait. All right, so I have a portrait of myself right over here. And what this does, you can go and edit and you can adjust the light levels. So you can, of course, adjust your other settings over here, but mainly you can move the light over as if you were moving a real light. It is really amazing to see this. However, changing light as previewed in WWDC is not in iOS 13 just yet, but you have all these studio lights and all of that, which is really cool to see. Now, if you go into your photos and to the search tab right here, you can have easier search for whatever you want to type. So if I look at pictures of whatever I want, I can type it in here. It's gonna make a cool search. And now, also, photos use machine learning to suggest what you want to see. So it does all of this right from here, and it can organize it by days, months, and years. It's really amazing. So I love this. Now also, if you have a video, you can add effects in the photo app. In your post-production, you can add filters, effects, and rotate the video as well. Now another thing, which is in the Notes app. So if we launch the Notes app and we go right into a new note, you can type. Of course, it seems to be the same thing as before, but it actually isn't. So if I have a sentence here, right? Normally you'd hold and then it would copy or whatever. You just hold and it selects and you can really copy and do a bunch of things super easy right from your Notes app. And this doesn't only work in the Notes app, but in many other apps as well. There's a new notes checklist right over here, so you can do a bunch of checklists as much as you want. You can, again, share notes, so you can collaborate with people right from this menu, so you can add people to share this with. They can only read, or you can make changes here to view only and make changes. So these are your permissions. If we go back now out of this sharing tab and we go into the folder management here, so you can easily create new folders right in your folder manager, which makes it an even better experience. And of course, you'll be able to get fonts for your different projects, for your drawings, and so on, but that's coming in the fall, and you can get all of that right from the App Store. Now, one big thing that I love here, if I go back to my note, so the new thing here is that I can swipe to type. So I can just do QWERTY or whatever, so I didn't really try to type, but you can type simply on your keyboard, which is super easy to swipe now. Instead of undoing text by shaking your phone, there's a new option now. So instead of doing that shaky thing, you just have to actually do something very easy. You double tap with 3 fingers and it will undo whatever you were doing. Also, if you look down here, you're going to see that there's a new globe button and a separate emoji button. So if you remember in the past, you'd have to go here and go into your emojis. Well, not anymore. You can just easily type on your emojis right over here, which is so cool. And with this, you saw a small preview. There are new Memoji stickers that are auto-generated for you right over here. So for your mouse, some generated ones. For your own person, some generated ones. This really brings back Memojis back to life. It's nice to see. And of course, this should even work on some previous iPhones, but you cannot make your own one, but it's going to recommend some of them for you. And of course, there are some new Emojis that you just saw. So there's the mouse, there's the octopus, and there's the cow. So I don't really use these, but it's kind of cool to see some new ones, of course. And now Memoji variation. So if you go create your new Memoji, you can select different things right over here, different options. It's really incredible. You can also select your hairstyle, your brows, your eyes, your head, your nose, your mouth, and you can even make makeup. Now if we head over into the Mail app, so what you can do right over here is actually block senders. So I'm fed up of this one, right? So I can just block this contact so easily from here. And of course, also what we were waiting for, you can now mute threads. So if you do this more, you can mute the thread. Now, one of my favorite features, and that is the volume HUD, or the HUD. So if you adjust your volume, as you can see, it's big at the beginning, and then it becomes this small little thing right on the corner, which is not blocking your view at all. And also, this thing works similarly in your mute switch. So if you want to mute your screen, just boom, look at the animation on top. And then if you want to unmute, look at the animation on top. So cool. Now, let's go look at the redesigned Reminders app. So as you can see, it was just in my folder because I did not use it often. But if we go inside, right here is the redesigned Reminders app. So you can add a list for whatever you want for your reminders. You can select the color of it. You can do a bunch of things here, and you can even edit some of the things here. So you can add a group, add a list. You can really do some modifications over here. Another new thing here is that you can download large apps through cellular if you have a big plan, of course. The Apple News app is adding support for UK and Australia for whatever you want to look at, which is great to see for you UK and Australian Apple users. Another cool thing here is if we go into the settings app and we go over to battery and we select battery health, we're going to see this new option here called optimized battery charging. What that does is to reduce battery aging. iPhone learns from your daily charging routine, so it can wait to finish charging past 80% until you need to use it. Really cool feature over here. And if we come back up, select cellular and select cellular data options, you can select low data mode, which will help reduce the network usage on your iPhone. So for those that have lower plans, they can use this simply. If we open the Books app, you're going to have some reading goals that you can set, which is so cool. Right over here, you can have a reading goal, which can motivate you to read some books if you're up to that. Now, also with your AirPods, you can actually have Siri read your messages for you, and you can reply to them simply when they're in your ears. Also, audio sharing is possible now, so you can have a friend with AirPods and you can listen to the music from the same phone or a movie or whatever you want to do. And now I want to take a look at the full AI voice of Siri. So let's take a look. It's computer-based and it should sound more natural.
Looks like nice weather coming up in Cupertino, California, the United States today. Up to 30 degrees.
It sounds so more smooth and it doesn't cut between the words as they were recorded, which is super cool as well. Now, also you can ask Siri to play radios around you. And now the Maps app, which is completely new. So what you can do over here is move this and you can add favorites and create places. So you can add a place, do whatever you want right over here, and make trips, for example. And also there's Map Street View that was previewed, but it's not available in all the countries yet, and in US it's going to be available by the end of 2019. You can also add calendar event attachments, and the PS4 and Xbox controllers work on your iPhone so that you can play games on your iPhone using a controller. Now, of course, if you go into your health app, you are going to have new hearing features where your Apple Watch is going to tell you if the environment is too noisy. And finally, the performance, which is really good. It's super fast and swift. Apps load up to 2 times faster, 30% faster Face ID unlock, and smaller download sizes by up to 60%. And before we end off, the App Store update tab has been moved, so I need to cover this up, and it's going to be right over here, down here. Of course, there are more features than just what I showed you, but this is the end of the video. Also, let me know which feature you're most excited about from all of these, and leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed. It's greatly appreciated. Okay, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.